Yo, that's poggers. I got hot lemon water because
I'm
my
so sorry
throat,
to hear that.
I'm dying. I think.
I have paint. So, like,
Oh, can I drink some?
yeah, bottles up.
Sick. So
Cheers.
hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. We drink paint here. I'm Shane.
Yeah. I'm Glory.
That's great. Glory's eating during stream. This is
Mm-hmm.
disgusting. You hate to see it. Broken heart emoji all around. Gotta soothe the throat. So, um, yeah, we're gonna talk about some music. I don't know. There was nothing live music worthy to chat about. I mean, Slam Dunk Fest got announced, but I don't know
Yeah,
if it
that's
was this
cool.
past week or the week before.
It
Silver,
was this week.
it was. I don't know. The
Mm-hmm.
days are blending together.
Mm-hmm.
And Silverstein today announced a drive-in show in Canada with Rarity, the band, as support. So that was poggers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Canada, you should go and send me pictures because that
Mm-hmm.
was my last show before Corona game ended everything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Send
So
us your pictures at good_noise_cast on Twitter.
yeah. So that I can gawk at it. That's a big word, gawk.
Gawk. That's really
Uh,
not. It's like 4 words, 4 letters.
so Glory, you wanna talk about some music today?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we'll kick it off with Limbs. They dropped a new single for their new album era called Empty Vessel on
Yeah.
August 20th. Our good friend Becky over at Big Picture Media sent this one over and was like, "Hey, talk about this." So that's what we're doing. We're talking about it.
We love you, Becky.
Yes. They went on tour with Motionless in White and Beartooth right before COVID once again game ended everything, and now I'm very upset I missed that tour because this song was like
I have bare teeth on the back of my
bare
thing. I was like,
teeth,
yo,
bears and
that's bare.
trees. Uh,
Oh!
yo.
Respond to our email.
Uh, so, but I thought this song was very good. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie. I'm very upset I missed that tour now more than ever. Um,
Yeah.
so I thought the song was pretty good. It was a kick in the teeth, if I do say
Yes,
so myself.
definitely. I think that's all you have to say. It was a kick in the
Did you
teeth.
like it though? Because I did not expect you to like enjoy it at the least.
um, I don't think I mind the kick in the teeth songs anymore.
Uh,
It's just like if you're gonna go heavy, like go heavy, which
yeah.
we're gonna talk about on an album that happened that really disappointed me because I was expecting
Oh, that
something.
one.
So,
All right.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that they didn't skimp out on it.
Yeah.
So good job, guys. Thumbs up.
We're making Glory a metalhead
Yup.
ever so slightly.
Yeah. Okay. Deftones released a new single, Ohms, on August 21st.
Um, this disappointed me.
OMS.
This really disappointed me.
Mm,
I've never listened to Deftones before, but quite frankly,
yeah.
I expected more. And this is like their new single off their upcoming record or whatever. And
hmm
this was disappointing.
I'm
That's
gonna
the only
be
way I can describe it.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't remember anything from this track. And I wish I did. That's not a thing against them. That's not me trying to be mean to them. That's just me saying there was 6 hours or like 5 hours of music in this playlist. The only things that I remember from this thing are like Post Malone's thing, the album that I didn't like, and Paris. That's like the only thing. Oh, and Our Friends, obviously,
Yeah.
because like I listened to those like 20 times over. But like,
That's why Glory didn't get through the entire playlist because she was too busy looping the new Fox Teeth single
as you should, and
and
Noko,
Noko.
and Still Ghost.
Still Ghost. They
Yeah, yeah,
they announced the repeat today. That was pretty poggers.
yeah.
But
I saw that.
yeah, this Deftones track doesn't make me want to be like, hey, I'm gonna listen to more Deftones.
Mm-hmm.
And I told the infamous Sam, who's not watching today, so we're now
Broken Heart.
filling spots for our number one Stan spot since
Mm-hmm.
Sam missed a single episode.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you want to go see Deftones so we can go see Poppy? And then now I don't want to go see Deftones
Wait,
anymore.
they toured with Poppy?
They're next summer. They're supposed to go on tour. It's going to be
Oh,
Deftones,
that's not
Gojira,
happening.
and Poppy. And I was like, hey, you want to go? But this Deftones track was garbage.
So now you're rethinking it.
Yeah, because tickets are expensive. So
Yeah.
moving right along, Movements dropped another single for their upcoming album. It's called "Skin to Skin" on August 21st. This
I
song
remember
was
this one.
this song was good as well. Movements. I haven't listened to much Movements, but I've liked the singles
Hmm.
that they've dropped so far. So that's always good.
Yes. I thought it was good. Again, I don't remember. Oh God, did my computer die?
You're
No?
still here.
Wonderful. Everything froze for a second. I was like,
That's good to
I
hear.
died. All right. So this is movements we're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the name. I remember the opening to the song, and the rest, I don't remember. But from what I do remember, it was good. I enjoyed it, and I was like, oh, I need to pay attention to this song, and then I zoned out. So, yeah. It was good. I'm gonna re-listen to it, but right now I'm just kind of listening to Post Malone. So,
That's completely valid. Although I didn't like the track he was featured on,
oh, why would you say that?
because I
I thought
can.
it was, I thought it was
Because
wonderful.
I'm allowed to have an
Anyways,
opinion.
Fit for a King released a new single, Annihilation, on August 28th. All the rest of the tracks, except I think the last one, are all from August 28th, by the way. So you're
Yeah.
going to hear that date a lot.
Yeah. So
What do you think of Fit for a King's new
this was
track,
heavy,
Annihilation?
but pretty repetitive. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was just
Mm-hmm.
it. I just it's this. It was that beginning part just over and over again.
Yeah.
I think my favorites from this record so far have been "God of Fire" and "Locked in My
Yes.
Head."
Okay.
The lead single was garbage though.
Wait, which one was that?
I think it was the one with the feature on it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about that one. We've talked about every
Oh,
other one
okay.
except that one. But it
Yeah,
was the one
yeah.
with the feature on it, and it was like, it just wasn't good.
Okay,
It
that's
it
fair.
was like a much more. It was like light for Fit for a King, and I don't think it was a good way to like be like, this is our new record, our new sound, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, God of Fire and Locked in My Head were both pretty good, and I thought this one was solid as well. But like I said, got a little bit repetitive. Although
Yeah,
I am very excited for this album, and I love
as you should
Ryan,
be.
so
Yeah,
Mr. Tuck. So
we love Fit for a King here.
yeah, stoked for the album. A lot of good records coming
Still.
out that day too, on September 18th.
Oh, God, yeah.
Pog.
Pog.
So what'd you think of it, Glory? What'd you
I,
think of it?
I,
Huh?
it was good. My ears decided to start hurting. So,
That's
but I
so
thought it was really good. I love almost everything Fit for a King does.
which I'm shocked
Um,
by the way.
yeah, because it's like I like their music because it's not just like them just screaming into the
And
void or whatever.
you know how soft their bassist is because we chatted with
I
him.
know. I love him so much. I love him so
You
much.
know, he's not just some like hardcore metal dude.
He doesn't scare me, so I'm able to get attached to their music.
Yeah.
So like I like it. I will continue to support them. Um, yeah, stand Fit for a King.
Pog.
Okay,
All right. So Calvin
Calvin.
Harris.
Wait. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Calvin Harris and The Weeknd dropped another single called "Over Now" on August 28th. Like, what the hell does Calvin Harris even do, and why was his name like the lead one on this track? Because this was a Weeknd song.
This was maybe he does like backing tracks and everything. You know, like how
Yeah.
Marshmello is like a DJ.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like what he does as well, only not like DJing. Like
Because I've heard his
they make the
name.
beat and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard his name like all over the place, but the only voice I recognized on here was The Weeknd throughout the entire track, which
Yeah.
makes it better than the last song that we talked about last week that had The Weeknd feature on it, which was just at the Juice
No, that
WRLD
was Juice
song.
World.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
where that track was, but the feature was completely out of place on that.
Well,
This one,
that's what you thought.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I thought this song was better. It was definitely just a Weeknd song with like Calvin
Yeah.
Harris just pissing on it a little bit,
Wow.
doing whatever he does, putting his name on it. I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure what he did to it though.
Hey, congrats on getting that. It might not be a big thing because I'm pretty sure they're a big name as well. But like, hey, that's a good thing. Good job getting The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I say I thought it was good. I thought
Okay.
it was as you said. It's like it's a Weeknd song.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
literally all it was.
like I don't see it could have. Well, it wouldn't have fit on Blinding Lights. Or
After
no,
Hours.
After Hours.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blinding Lights is the lead single. I'm a
Yeah,
fake fan. Sorry.
I don't know. I respect the fact that he's putting out music like what a couple months after he dropped the record.
Yeah,
So
he's still, yeah,
he's still
just
chipping away.
wild. Good job.
Pog.
Um, good job. Uh,
This was
Billy.
boring.
um, Billy Joe Armstrong and Green Day. I don't understand that. Released a new single, "That Thing You Do!" Exclamation mark at the end on August 28th.
Aren't they just
I'm
like
gonna. Okay. Wait. How can Billy Joe Armstrong feature with his own band?
because he can. That's just how it works. Um, I don't. It makes no sense to me. Although, on the In This Moment album, when
Mm-hmm.
they did the cover of "We Will Rock You," they
Mm-hmm.
put Maria Brink as one of the features, but she's the lead singer of "In This Moment." So Green Day isn't the only band doing this.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but
Maybe he shouldn't get more eyes on his solo stuff. You think?
possibly. But ain't this just? Aren't they just doing covers?
I believe so.
So this is just a cover of some song then. Unless it
Yeah,
is
it
an
should be.
original. I have no idea what it is, but it was just it sounded like Green Day.
Yeah,
That's
it sounded. It could. No, I don't think it would have fit on American Idiot. It would have fit on one of their newer. Which one was the one before Father of All?
Revolution Radio.
Which one?
Revolution Radio.
Maybe not. It's like right in the middle of Revolution Radio and Father of All. Like it's in that kind of like Green Day, but they're kind of transitioning to
Pop.
pop, but it's still like recognizable as Green Day and still like, okay, yeah, I can vibe with this, but also like, wait a second.
Well,
What?
Green Day just
Um
has that sound, and since Billy Joe is obviously the voice of Green Day,
mhm,
anything he does is going to sound at least somewhat like Green Day.
yeah.
So
Unless he starts like rapping or
even
like
then, you'd be like, "That's just Green Day," but he
that's just
raps.
Green Day, but he rap. That's just Green Day, but rap.
Yeah,
That's
this
it,
is
man.
just white rap Green Day. Anyways, moving right along to 5 Seconds of Summer,
Let's
they dropped the
go.
bonus track on the they were selling like a CD on their store, and this was the bonus track, and they said let's put it on streaming services. Fuck the people that bought the the CD. Kill My Time on August 28th.
Let's
I
go.
I seriously thought it was just gonna be Wildflower when it first opened because they like had that they had the word wildflower in the first
Yeah.
line. I was like, oh my god, is this just Wildflower? And then I was like, hey, this isn't bad because it was just an extension of that album. And I
Mhm.
think that is the way you should close it, not with High. Because
Yes.
High is just a boring ass closer. This is the way to be like High, and then
Mhm.
let's end with something.
I 100% agree. This was a better closer than High because it doesn't leave you on a hello no.
Haha.
It fits so well into the album. I don't know why they set it as an extra track or a bonus track. They could have easily just slipped that in there.
They could have made High the bonus track. Or just cut that
Well,
one entirely, left that one in the drafts.
High would have been a good bonus track, I think, because I think Kill My Time fits better than just like overall on the album.
Yeah, 'cause
Like you don't need High.
yeah, the album has like that much more poppy, upbeat feel, and then
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, like towards the end, it gets very slow, very quickly. Those last couple tracks slow down drastically. So, like I said, I just thought this one was a better closer overall.
I wholeheartedly
So,
agree.
if I listen to Calm, I'll be listening to the +1 version or whatever.
Yes. I'm because you mentioned Wildflower, so now I'm turning on Wildflower. Anyways, Starset released a single, Trials, plus a reimagined version of Trials on August 28th.
Well, Trials is off their newest album, but I just tossed
Is
Trials
it?
on there to make because typically we're like we have this reimagined version. We've never listened to the original though, so we don't know what to base it off of. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just add both so that we can like compare it.
Yeah.
I thought the reimagined version it was very cinematic in its feeling.
Yes.
So it was also much longer than the original.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god!
Oh
It
my
was like
god,
2 minutes
Jesus.
longer Because there was like just this low point where I swear to God, there was no sound coming at all.
There was nothing. It was just silent.
I was like, did you guys forget to put something here? Like, will Spotify update in a week? Like, what the fuck happened?
Oh god.
But like I said, I thought it was very cinematic. So
yes,
I don't typically come back to the cinematic stuff, but whenever we chat about it, I always dig it. So I thought Motionless in White did it well. Starset did it well. So that's what I have to say about that.
I hope they continue to do more reimagined stuff in that like form style or whatever of like cinematic.
Yeah, or just more reimagined stuff in general, because they're clearly doing it well.
Yeah, they know how to do it.
Yeah, they're
well.
They're one of the few bands that have done it well, because like I've said, most of them all sound the same.
Or they're just acoustic.
Yeah, the only ones I've liked so far are Grayscale, Motionless in White, and this one. And I've listened to a lot of acoustic / reimagined songs. A lot of them.
Motionless in Whites was really good. I don't think I'll ever get over that, because I wasn't expecting that. And they're not on this week, but I was not expecting them to go that direction. You know?
I think that's the one thing that, like, I know you've listened to a little bit of Motionless in White, but I think you could
I've listened to 2 of their albums.
Yeah, I think you could put that little EP on and you wouldn't hate yourself
at
any point. That's like relaxing music right there.
I'm just listening to a soundtrack.
So moving right along to seriously one of the most generic things that has come out this year. The Score dropped Carry On, their new album, on August 28th. And dear Lord, was this thing the most generic pop rock album I've heard in a bit. I didn't think it was good at all. I mean, it was good for what it was, which is trying to get radio play. But other than that...
I thought, okay. So, I said in the chat I didn't like it. I continued listening to it. You are right. It is just kind of like, it's baseline, just, you know, that genre. It's okay. I wouldn't revisit it, but I don't revisit a lot of things on the playlist, as I don't have time. And if I have to revisit something, I have to get into the artist themselves. And I don't
have the time for that.
I don't have the time or patience for that.
You listen to so much fucking music, man. I swear to God. If you don't hook us on the first listen, you're done.
Exactly. It was good. It was okay. It was okay.
Glory can't say anything mean, bro. Just say it sucked.
No, because it didn't suck. That's the thing. I didn't think it was so horrible, you know? I just thought it was like, okay, well, you put an album out. You wanted to go for a specific genre and a sound. You did that, but I couldn't find anything that stood out.
They just
so
wanted
much
money.
From it. I just think like I don't. I might need to listen to it again to try and see, but from just the first listen, I couldn't find anything that was like, oh my god. Like, Calm, you know? Yeah. That stands out. And they're a big band, and that was more of their poppy record. And it's like, every single track had a different vibe. It stood out because it kept you hooked. This one, all the tracks to me sounded... They mesh together, you know?
Another thing I think... No, finish what you're saying.
Oh, okay. A thing that I find very important in albums is keeping it very, just like, randomized, I guess. If it flows too well, then all the songs get mixed up in my brain. I'm like, oh, that one sounds like this. Are we still listening to this one song? I'm 5 songs in? What? You know, it doesn't work for me. Like, Fandom, Calm, Blurry Face, all those are kind of like, they all have they're all distinctive tracks. Does that make sense? Like, you're able to listen to this one and be like, oh, this is Gloom Boys. That's not even Fandom. That's Double Dare. Shoot.
That was Turbulent. Shit, that song was Never Bloom Again. Oh, shit, that one was the sex song.
No, but it's like, you can tell by just, like, even the opening and closing, like, note, you can know this was a different song. Because it has to pick up the pace and then drop it in the next song or whatever. But it's like, if it's all the same, like, rhythm or melody or everything in all the songs carried out throughout the entire album, it just mushes together. And it's gray, you know? It's not good. So that's all I gotta say. Period. nail
I
painting
I agree with
emoji.
Glory. Another thing is they had a couple of really big features on here, like
Did
Travis
they?
Barker and
Oh, good
AWOL
for them.
Nation,
Oh, they toured
and
with Pilot Man.
they didn't do anything for me. Like they weren't
Hmm.
standout tracks on the record. Like you've got these big ass names on your record, and they did nothing for me. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
even tell the difference between the voices on the AWOL Nation track. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah.
So, and I listened to all three of the features. The other name I don't like recognize, so I'm not gonna say it's like a big deal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought the features all in all were like meh. Typically, those would be
Okay.
like your radio singles because like you've got this track, and then you've got
Mm-hmm.
this person that everybody knows on it. But I
Yeah.
didn't think they were all that good. The most
Yeah.
annoying track on this record though was "Running All Night." I
Mm-hmm.
swear to God, that was awful. I hated
Okay.
that song so much.
I did like the opener. I liked the opener. That's the only thing that was like
I like the
that
Travis Barker
stood out.
track. That
The
second one,
Travis Barker. Which one? Oh, which
"All
what
on Me" or
song?
whatever.
That one was good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
those first two
His
songs,
songs, they. Yeah.
those
Mhm.
first two songs, I thought they were pretty good, and then after that, I
Yeah.
was like, wait a minute, this isn't all that good.
It all just blends together. Personally, it all blends together. You can like it. That's cool. I'm
If you
glad you
like
like
it,
it.
stop listening to us.
Bruh. Anyways, oh no, I'm gonna ruin this album name. Okay. Seether. Seether put out an album. Is
CV
that
Passom Parabellum.
Parabellum on August 28th? What did you think of? I'm
I
not
expected
gonna.
it to be heavier.
Yes, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shane and I were typing in the podcast chat, and
As one
I
does.
put on as per usual. And so we were talking, and this album came on. I got 3 songs in, and I was like, I expected this album to be like super heavy. Just looking at the album name, looking at the band name, and looking at the cover, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like Scream or whatever. And it was like in that weird line. I think you compared it to New Year's Day, but New Year's Day is heavy, heavy kind of. Like I'm able to listen to them, but they're not like
No, I
Slipknot.
didn't compare it to New Year's Day. New Year's Day came up when I was trying to figure out what genre Dollskin was before I listened to them. That came up today.
That was New Year. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, then this one was just. Did we talk about this one then?
We talked about it this morning, like very early in the morning.
Oh,
Before
and I
the
think it
first
was the
interview
same
today.
thing.
I
Yeah, I
don't,
think it was the same thing.
I don't think I brought up New Year's Day, but I do know you said it wasn't as heavy as you were expecting. And I mean,
Yeah.
I agree. I saw it. I've heard of Seether before. And I was like, oh my
Mhm.
God, this is going to be like some death metal, brutal
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, beat downs and breakdowns, and my ears just. Pfft. And then I
Mhm.
listened to it. I was like, I mean, this isn't bad. But
Mhm.
my God, my expectations were higher than what I actually got.
Yeah, it's good. I can listen to it. And what we were saying about Dollskin was just like they aren't as heavy as I expected them to be. With the name Dollskin, I was like, oh God. And then I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is like New Year's Day, but just not as heavy, which I enjoyed. So, period.
And
So
I
yeah,
mean,
it was good.
Dallskin may or may not came up for one or two reasons today.
Bruh.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So anyway, Paris dropped another album today, Use Me, on August 28th. This album shocked me. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did.
Agreed.
Like that first track, I was like, wait, this is going to be good. And I thought it flowed very well throughout the entire thing. And overall, was just a very solid listen.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Each track I was able to tell them apart, which was cool. Some of them did kind of blend a little together, which might have been the point of it.
Well,
But
there's a difference between blending together and fading into each other.
yeah. Well, I thought it was good. Good job, Paris. I've never listened to them before. I've listened to them on like road trips and whatever, like when they come on the radio and whatever. But I've never actually like,
singles.
yeah, but I've never sat down and listened to them. This was a very good first listen for them. So good job. Thumbs up. Great job. From Ashes to New released an album, Panic, on August 28th.
So before we kick this off, I just want to say when I was listening to this record last night, Glory, and I showed it to Glory. I was like, "Hey, Glory, look, the record looks like a pop album."
This
Like
was this morning.
okay, the it all blends together, Gloria. I swear to God, I
Yeah.
didn't sleep last night.
Oh God.
The cover art looked like a pop record, but it's like a
Mhm.
metalcore new metal kind of album. Speaking of which, that also disappointed me.
Mhm.
I'm very into like that generic metalcore sound of like the
Yeah.
2010s, the I Prevail and the Wage War and shit like that, the Ice Nine
Mhm.
Kills of the 2010s,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just thought this was like too generic and not heavy enough. Like this was just rock. This is just
Yeah.
2020 rock. Really
Yeah.
nothing special.
Yeah.
Some of their records look heavier just based on the album art, but then again, it could just be a Seether thing, and you listen to it and it's like pop. So
If they switched, I think that would have been good. Like the album like cover, you know, it would have fit. I thought it was. I can't remember anything from this album.
I thought Bulletproof was one of the better songs on it, though. That was one of the heavier tracks. I
Mhm.
remember that one because it was actually heavy and not just like we sing and play heavy guitar.
Yeah.
So, so
That's all
anyways,
they do.
the Smashing Pumpkins dropped a couple of singles. They also got signed to some Sumerian
Good
Records,
job.
which was a big deal for the record label. They were like, "Oh my God, we signed the Smashing Pumpkins." I was like, "Oh my God, you guys signed the Smashing Pumpkins."
That's
Uh,
My Chemical Romance band.
yeah. So they dropped a couple singles. The first one, it's just "Cry," but they put the Y and the R in different spots,
That
so I don't know.
confused me so much.
Yeah, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's just how it's spelled. And then "The Color of Love." I'm pretty sure they both dropped on the same day. I don't know.
Did they? I couldn't find it
I have
because
no
it
idea.
was just under the cry, but
Yeah, that's why I just put the both on there. But "Cry" spelled weirdly. That track, like when it first came on, I had to like look. I was like, "Wait, what the fuck
Mhm.
is this?" So that's always a good
Yeah.
sign. You got my attention there. I've never. Now I know the Smashing Pumpkins are like big band. Ooh, everyone's listened to them. I haven't listened to them up until now.
No.
So I was like, honestly, this isn't the worst introduction to them. Sam absolutely loves them, but I've just never listened to them. So I was like, this is good. This is very good. I like this. So stoked for the record. Since they just got signed, you know there's a record coming.
Yeah. I personally was not a fan of the tracks. I don't think they were heavy. They weren't heavy, right?
No.
Yeah, they were like it was a different genre for me. I didn't expect it. I think I had because I always associated them with My Chemical Romance because you know Gerard is a big fan and always like spoke about them. And they were like the Smashing Pumpkins theory and whatever. So I think I always just associated their sounds to be like really similar, or them to be under the same umbrella. They are not, at all, and it was a little disappointing. But once I got used to it, I was just kind of like, okay, it's fine. You know, it's not my type of music, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
all I gotta say. It's not my chem, so
Yeah.
pensive. Oh yes, I get okay. Fox Teeth dropped a single voicemail on August 28th. What did you think?
I forgot we chatted with Jade about this one. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. That day was like,
it's been a while,
yeah, it's
dude.
been a hot minute. But yeah, I liked voicemail. Fox Teeth is doing big things right now, and I really like this single. Although I think what were the other single names? Donnie Darko and
Donnie Darko. I spoke to them about Donnie Darko.
yeah, and what was the other one that Yellow Houses?
Yellow Houses.
I think I like those two the most. Like
Okay.
if I had to rank them, but this one was still solid, and I'm very stoked for the record. So
Okay.
that's always a good thing.
Okay. I personally think that this is their best single so far out of the trio that they've dropped so far. I think it's only 3, right?
It's 3, and it's gonna stay at 3.
Oh, yeah. Um, so I thought this was their best one. I enjoyed the little voicemail at the beginning. I like those little things that, like, take you out of the song and then it goes into the song. I don't, like, when we were talking with Max and they were showing us, like, all the tracks that he was making, and I was like, oh, yeah, this slaps. Leave this part in, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I was gonna do that. And I was like, yes! I'm pretty sure that one's out now, that song.
I'm not sure. I told him I'd download the EP. I still haven't though, because like you said, we listen to so much music. I don't have time. So when I'm like, I'll listen to your
Unless
new
it's on the
music.
playlist.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll listen to your new. I was like, maybe we'll talk about it tonight. And then I was like, I looked at how long it was, and it's 5 fucking hours long. The playlist. I'm like, never mind. We won't talk
Yeah.
about it.
I'll listen to it tonight though.
Yeah. So yeah, voicemail, very good. New
Very good.
record,
Good
gonna
job.
slap.
You guys,
Haven't heard it yet though, but I know it's gonna smack. Jade,
yeah,
if
you
you're
guys are doing
listening,
good.
our email is open. I know you have the masters now. Send it over. So, anyways, Still Ghost. Also, hi, if you're listening, you should give us the EP. You ignored me twice during the interview when I asked you to give us the EP. Twice.
Yeah.
They ignored me
Twice.
twice. So this is my third time asking. Our email is open. It's goodnoisepodcast@gmail.com. You can send that EP right over there. So anyways, Still Ghost dropped their new single and announced their new EP coming out on the 25th of September.
Whoa.
A birthday present for Glory.
Let's
The new single,
go.
Look Up, on August 28th. I thought this single was solid, but I liked Nervous Habit more. Is that all I'm gonna get? Just a head
Yeah,
nod?
I agree. I thought it was good, but Nervous Habit, that was the introduction for us, and we were like, oh my god, this is an earworm.
Yeah, I was like,
So,
holy shit. That one was like loop worthy. We chatted with them that night, and then I just looped the shit out of that song. I was like, whoa.
whoa.
Like, I don't know why, because I've known about them for much longer than I care to admit, but I
Yeah.
haven't listened to them until we got the chance to interview them, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I haven't listened to this
Oh my
band since
god.
this, like, when I think the single came out in, like, what, April or some shit, and I
Mm-hmm.
haven't listened to them. I've been sleeping on the song for how long? So yeah,
Too long.
too long.
Yeah, good job, guys. You guys are doing great. Thanks for the early no, a right on time birthday present.
Yeah.
Poggers. Tyler, I'm not gonna. Tyler, y'all, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm not doing it on purpose. And Post Malone dropped a single, Tommy Lee. It was a remix of the original song, just with added features, on August 28th, before Shane says that he hated it and he hates Post Malone and blah blah blah
I
blah
don't
blah.
hate Post Malone.
Oh, he's so good. But I thought it was really good. I enjoyed Post's part on it. That's all I gotta say. Good job, Post. You're doing great. Give more album.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the best thing I've listened to. I'm not one that really likes rap, but I do like Post Malone. Although I couldn't pick apart who was who on the track, I'm gonna be blatantly honest. So I couldn't tell you. I like Post Malone's part because I couldn't tell you which one was Post Malone's part. But
That's fair.
I do like him as an artist. I just didn't like this track all that much.
That's fair.
Yeah. I won't tear it apart like I did that Black Bear album though.
Thanks.
So Lovely the band dropped an album, Conversations with Myself About You, on August 28th. I thought the opener was interesting on this album, like where they
Yeah.
just repeated the album name.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was interesting, and it faded well into that first track. But
Yeah.
other than that, I just kind of got like I kind of just was able to zone out during this album, so I don't
Yeah.
really remember much. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing. I'd say it's a bad thing though, considering I have to review the album, and your album was zone out worthy.
Yeah.
So
I am pretty sure I told you this, but it just sounds like Lovely the band, which is a good thing
never a
because
bad
they
thing.
have it's a good thing because they have their own sound now, and you're able to listen to them and be like, oh, that's Lovely the band. Like how you could tell Green Day is Green Day by just hearing Billy Joe Armstrong's voice.
let me shout
and
out Super Whatever real quick. You can also tell that new Super Whatever track is a Super Whatever song now. We told him that.
exactly,
He was
we
really
did.
happy.
I love them. But it's like they have their own song, which is sound, which is awesome. But it can also be bad if you not overuse it, but it's just I feel like the songs got a little bit repetitive in just sound worthy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it was good, but they all just sounded the same.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why I just kind of zoned out during it, because, like you said, they all just kind of sounded the same. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to zone out, or I didn't mean for the album to be boring either, but
Bruh.
that's where I'll leave it. I just thought it was okay.
Ooh, The Neighborhood dropped a single, Pretty Boy, on August 28th.
I thought this was all right too. Like I said the last time we chatted about The Neighborhood, I don't get the hype behind them.
Yeah, neither do I. But, hey, they put out music. We're gonna experience, I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce, like, an album or an EP. Have they announced it yet? I don't know.
I don't follow them.
But, exactly. But we're gonna be able to experience whatever they're putting out now. Which is also pretty cool about this whole thing. We get to see artists actually put out all their stuff and, like, watch them promote and everything. I don't know, I find that
I've
cool.
listened to so many fucking new records this year, Glory. I remember like 4 of them.
I remember Walls,
And Calm.
Calm, Heartbreak Weather, and that's it.
I really liked After Hours, but I haven't been able to listen to it since fucking March.
I remember you used to listen to it like 20 times a day.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then other records dropped, and like I really want to go back to that one, but I've listened to so many albums this year I can't.
yeah.
So anyways, our friend our friend Jake G dropped a new single, Minor Gang, on August 28th, and he announced the
Album.
date for his album. It comes out on August 9th. He's dropping it the week before the I Don't Know How album. I don't know. I don't think his album's going to chart with that I Don't Know How album coming out right after. We'll have to see, though.
I think he might outchart them, actually. I'm going to be completely honest.
This song was fire,
like,
bro.
It was. Like, can we be honest for a second?
Yeah.
Minor Gang?
This was good. I was like, whoa. When I listened to this, I was like, okay, why is this actually, like, unironically, why is this good?
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm not supposed to like this. I'm supposed to hate it. Like, why is this unironically good?
Thinking about how I have almost, like, 300 Jake G streams because I was racing.
You were racing some 10-year-old.
No. Wait, who was it? I forget who I was racing. I think it was Lilith.
No, you were racing Caleb's friend, Lech.
I was Lech. Pog. Our friends that we've spoken to so many times over at No Coincidence.
On the podcast.
The album. Yeah, because we know it's there. We know it's coming. No Coincidence dropped a new single. If you want us to worry, we won't. On August 30th. This was yesterday.
Yes,
good job, guys.
Yesterday. I thought this track was good, but it's not my favorite No Co release this year.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
This was my favorite.
Well, you and I have opposing music tastes on everything.
Yeah.
I've just thought
except Minor Gang. We both agree on Minor Gang.
Was fire.
Yeah.
I thought this one was good because everything No Co drops is solid.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was their best single that's come out in since we've started talking to them up until now, because those are the only songs I know for a fact I can pick out. All the other ones before that I've listened to them, but I can't be like I like that one kind of thing, you know. So
yeah, I thought this was good.
Chat about the singles.
Was it heavier than their other stuff? I feel like it was just a tiny, not heavier, but it had more of a drum.
They're going metal. They're going deathcore for the record.
Let's go.
I'll call it right now. The record's gonna be deathcore.
Let's go with a light Never Enough cover right in the middle.
Yeah.
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 You love to see it.
I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying it's not gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. They'll do it for the next set that we haven't told them about yet. So if they're listening,
that they haven't even agreed to it.
Yeah, that I haven't told them about yet. So if you guys are listening, actually ask? I told you I was going to do it, and you're like, no. I was like, I'm going to do it because they said they do it.
Yeah, so, I think you should. That should just
so if you guys are listening before I send the stuff over, Never Enough cover in the middle of your next set.
Let's go.
So I mean, that's everything we have to talk about today.
Yeah,
that's pretty poggers. So as per usual, go follow us over on the social media webs. We got a Twitter that we're very funny over on. It's good_nice_cast.
Yeah.
We got an Instagram that Glory runs. It's not as funny as the Twitter.
No, I post memes on the stories sometimes that my brother sends me. I just download them and I post them. Oh, my phone died a while back.
The Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. We have YouTube. If you're not watching this on YouTube, it's called Good Noise Podcast. You go subscribe to us. We have a Spotify. If you're not listening on that, it's called Good Noise Podcast. You can go follow us over there. If you're not watching the live stream on Twitch, you can go follow us on Twitch. It's called Good Noise Podcast. And
Oh
we're
my
on
god.
every other streaming service under the sun. I swear to God, I
Yeah.
don't know how many we're on. It's literally
We're
it's a
on,
problem.
I think, like 9.
I don't like Anchor says we're on 8 or 9, and then it's quite possible we're on 700 other ones because I don't know where all these listens come from because they don't come from Spotify. Our
Yeah.
Spotify numbers are garbage.
Good plug. Black Lives Matter. Donate to Lebanon, the Lebanese Red Cross. Believe victims.
Fuck.
Keep the scene. Keep the scene safe.
Yep.
Protect your friends.
Fuck 2 Point Conversion, whatever their name is.
So yeah, keep the scene safe. That'd be really cool. Cause we're kids. There are a lot of kids. There are a lot of minors.
A lot of sexual assault victims in the scene.
Yeah. So if your friend does something that's not cool, don't protect them because that was their own choice, and that's all I gotta say.
Please don't defend them on the timeline. It's not funny.
No.
Just stop.
But that's not. I'm not personally calling out somebody. I'm just saying, like, just protect people. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, protect the victims. And throw out the abusers.
Period.
So yeah, that's all we got to talk about today. We'll see you next week. I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast.